doing a bed yap. I'm yapping on the bed. Bonsoir? No, 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 no. I'm in Spain. Hola. The only thing I know how to say is, lo sientos. No puedes hablar español. And then I just beg. Habla inglés. I had that in an Uber. I had that in an Uber where they started speaking to me in Spanish, obviously, because I'm in Spain. And I said that I don't know how to speak Spanish and asked if they speak English. And they went, no. And then we just sat in silence. No in Spanish is no. Yeah. I mean, that's what they said. They said no. I can still stare at you. Am I tired because of the round-the-clock gremlin care? Yes, I am. It's not really round the clock. That's not true, but it was for a bit. It was like, for a little bit, it was rough. There was the first night, which wasn't very fun, and then the second night, there's lots of nurses in and out, and this, I sound like a dick, I guess, if I'm going to complain about this, but oh well. I mean it with the best of intentions. There is this like machine that it's hooked up to like a gel mask, and it's like a cooling mask. It's like an ice mask to rest, and it really helped Finn with like swelling and bruising, and you know, it was making them extremely comfortable, so they would use it whilst they slept. That machine, so loud, that machine, so all night, and my ears hurt because I put like AirPods in to try and sleep, and they just hurt my poor little earlobes. So I had a few days of not very good sleep. Last night I had good sleep. I actually had good sleep last night. I went to bed at 2, which is bad. However, it was like revenge time. Do you know what revenge time is? It's where you, instead of like putting yourself to bed like a normal person or looking after yourself, showering, whatever, you are instead using that free time to do all the things you couldn't do earlier because you were busy. And it's revenge time because, you know, you're getting revenge on not being able to do those previous things, I guess, or you're getting revenge on past you for being functional. Yeah, the first night was very difficult. Very, very, very difficult. But everything is all good now. Everything is all doing good right now. I think they're sleeping, maybe. I don't know. Were Gremlin asleep? Maybe. Or maybe I sold them to the highest bidder, you know? Maybe I did. Who knows? I'm not going to say. If you're expecting me to be functional, if you're expecting me to give you insider gossip and talk about Finnster for like however long I'm here, no. You're wrong, I'm afraid. Because it's not my story to tell. I can only tell the parts of it that affect me. And that is a complete lack of sleep. I got a separate hotel room because when Finnster came back from hospital, well, I guess when I came back too, because I was staying in the hospital room, they just needed space. But Mother Finnster is here, and she has been incredible. She's helping tons, and then I got to sleep, and I got to rest, and I got to play the new ZZZ update. Haven't finished the story yet, okay? No spoilers. I think I accidentally spoiled it for myself anyway, but no spoilers, okay?
Glad to hear Finnster survived the facial purification surgery. I hope you have a good
oh shit.
sex jokes post-operation.
Oh, okay. They're not making jokes. They're actually not doing very good. Well, no, that's a lie. They are doing good. But they're not making incessant jokes, don't worry. They're up and about and functional, and they make silly ha-has. Yippee! Thank you for 3 months. But yeah, they're doing good. They're just not like making the silly ha-has as well as they usually are. They're pretty good though. They're doing way better than you'd think. Well, actually, no, sorry, that was wrong. That's not a lie that I just told, but it is inaccurate. They're doing worse than people usually are doing in terms of the amount they're suffering in their pain thresholds, but they are fine. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is terrible. Nobody's dying or anything like that. We're all good. It's just they're just in more pain than people usually say. Is only pain? Yeah, but like a lot. What? Yeah. No, they're not reacting like the pain meds aren't working, basically. The like paracetamol, whatever the hell, boring ass pain meds that they've been given. They're not really helping the pain. They seem to have some like insane tolerance. That's what made the first night very, very horrible and scary, because the nurses didn't really believe, not that they didn't believe, but they just kind of thought that they were overreacting or something. But they very much weren't. They're just pain meds were not working, which is sad. Are they getting any sleep? They're getting a lot of sleep. They're getting a lot of sleep. They're sleeping all the time. I'm not, though, which is fine. It's more important that they sleep than I sleep. I will say, besides today, which I know is a separate day, the last other days, is it Saturday? It's Saturday. All the other days are one single day in my brain. I don't know when they went for surgery, and I don't remember anything other than today and last night. There's been a lot of waking up, rushing around, not eating properly, not sleeping very much, not showering. Oh my god, yeah. Not showering. There's a couple of 2-day windows in there where I didn't get to shower, which was not fun. Only paracetamol. Yeah, I know, right? They only give paracetamol. Thank you for 10 months. They do give other stuff, like anti-inflammatory thing. They probably give you, like, a hardcore shit.
Good chat.
No, they don't, actually. They very much don't. It's basically just paracetamol. But it seems to work. And a lab,
Icky,
it's a whole setup.
did you also meet Peavy's handsome doctor?
Yeah, you know, I'm not as swayed. Like, he's like, you know, Pibby, like, bullies me by saying, like, oh, I've been on dates with, like, man number 500, because she says a lot of them look the same. This guy just looks like a man, like, just that, you know, like a fairly handsome but older man. He just looks like a regular guy. He just looks like a dude. He's nice. One of the things Pervy said was that, like, his bedside aura, his bedside manner is, like, so good. That's where you'll see it. It's like an aura. Nah, he was barely in the room for longer than, like, 30 seconds. Came in, made sure Finn wasn't dead, made sure the stitches hadn't exploded, and then left. Like, he didn't have no aura. He didn't have shit. Sorry about touching the mic. Bear with me. What am I doing right now? I was trying to figure out a better position. Hey, come here often? I can't get comfy. This is stupid. If I could sing, this would be fantastic. This would be so good if I could, like, if I had a good singing voice. You thought Icky would be like Dream Chat, but it's not? What is it like? What is it actually like? I try not to engage too much because I don't want anything bad to happen. I don't want to parasocial anyone by mistake. So I minimally interact. It's a lot more mature and adult, yeah. Grown-ups. No pissing around in the Discord. It's because you're not allowed to date. I've missed streaming. I miss it. Can you see the sadness in my heart? And not just because of the subs and gift subs and stuff. I miss it for the rage bait. Honk.